All right, guys, it's Chris von Lindenberg here again for Dvorak LLC. Next talking point that I'd like to touch on is the significance, the value, the strength, if you will, of using a Roth-based deferral. Now, one of the plan observations when we reviewed your plan, and every year I see it, every time we look at the plan, I see this. I see that a lot of you are saving on a before-tax basis. Now, the great part about that is that you're reducing your taxable income, and everyone loves paying less in taxes each year. However, I think there may be a missed opportunity that some of you are not taking advantage of, and that's something known as a Roth-based contribution. In a nutshell, a Roth-based contribution is different from a pre-tax contribution in that the money that you put into a Roth-based deferral is considered post-tax. Okay, that does not jeopardize your company match. You still get that, and that still, from a record-keeping standpoint, is segregated as a future asset that will come out of the plan and be taxed as ordinary income. So the advantage of a Roth really, though, for those of you tuning in, is that when it's time to retire, post age 59 and a half, when you pull money from a Roth-based investment, you don't pay any taxes on the gain. So if you think about this for a moment, let's say that you're saving a few $100s per month in your plan. Maybe it's $5,000 or $6,000 per year. At the end of time, you could have a very sizable account balance. It could be seven figures. It could be $1 million plus if you start early. That could be $1 million plus that is tax-free if you use a Roth-based investment strategy. So what you're doing is you're giving up a little bit of taxation today to completely avoid taxation in retirement. So let me give you an example real quick of where we see from a planning standpoint, this really makes a lot of sense for folks. Sometimes folks come to us in their early retirement years, and they might say, Chris, one of the things I'd like to do is I'd like to buy my retirement vehicle. I'd like to know that I can buy my pickup truck. I want a new one. I want it to be a nice one. This thing's going to last me the next 20 years. It's going to last until I do. And they want to pull a lump sum withdrawal from their investment account. And pickup trucks today can get quite pricey. One of the things that happens, however, if they're withdrawing pre-tax money, is they have to pay income tax on whatever amount they withdraw. So let's just say it's this really astronomically high-priced truck. It's super fancy. It's the Shelby Ford pickup truck of trucks. It's $100,000. You would actually have to withdraw, hypothetically, closer to about $150,000 to net $100,000. That's a pretty big hit. That's a steep tax payment. And so if that money were otherwise have been able to be withdrawn from a Roth-based account, all you have to do is withdraw the $100,000. There's no additional tax cost over and above. And so therefore, there's a strength to the Roth-based contributions that you might not be taking advantage of. In fact, only a small number of you are, and I would really recommend that you look at that. I will provide on our website where these videos are found, I will provide a recent article that we did with a time value of money calculation. And it sort of serves as a benchmarking example for folks that are using an IRA, similar to a 401k. But the concept works. You could follow the example, and it might help you with some benchmarking. And just think, if it's a Roth-based account, you don't have to pay any tax. So there's a real big strength in Roth. I don't think enough of you are taking advantage of it, and I encourage you to do so. And that could be a great way to increase your savings a little bit by using post-tax Roth instead of pre-tax. All right, stay tuned for the next segment. Follow along with us.